Subscribe with notifications on.
Why 60% of South Africans are so poor? I'm gonna tell you reasons why. You guys need to come up with solutions, and if there is any comments you can say to just try to give some solutions, if there is some solutions that we need to do. Why 60% of South Africans are so poor and cannot build their own houses? When I'm talking about 60%, 40% of South Africans, only those who were clever enough not to rely on the government. It's not by lucky, it's not by being fortunate, but they use their minds. Those people are living a good life. Let me tell you something. South Africans are known that they are known that they need to grow up only for work, to work. South Africans are not known to be starting their own businesses. Yesterday I received a comment from one of the for people, and which is something that I want to discuss about. It's very important, right? And he says, and listen to me guys, he says, most of us, we are lazy. I always tell people that South Africans, that we want everything for free. It's like houses, free, like, things like houses. Guys, South Africans want everything for free. They want everything for free. Things like houses, free education, free food, and even free girlfriends. That's what South Africans want. They want food, free education, free houses, free girlfriends. Where would you get something for free? This government actually spoiled you guys, spoiled South Africans, because they want to rely in everything. It's not right, guys. Guys, listen to me. All right? There is like something where written that you will get everything for free as long as you are a South African. Guys, let's put our pride aside and learn to work together and leave this isolation. Sometimes, guys, it's very important. We need to learn one thing, in life. When I tell people, about South Africans that they are lazy, they think, you know what, this one, is insulting us and all those type of things. Some of you guys come to my comments and you are saying, I'm insulting you. How am I insulting you when I'm telling you the truth? How am I insulting you when I'm speaking the truth? South Africans are lazy. They are lazy. 60% of South Africans are very lazy. Or maybe perhaps I would say 75% are lazy. Only 25% are not. Let me tell you something. I wrote a statement yesterday. This is something that I want to discuss. For me, I want to know from you guys, when you're saying I'm insulting you, how am I insulting you when I'm speaking the truth? Where do we find South Africans on Fridays? I want to ask you this question. Where do we find South Africans on Fridays? Actually, starting from Thursday. Where do we find South Africans? Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, including Mondays. Where do we find these guys? These guys are found on pubs. These are the guys, South Africans. If I were to ask you, are these guys not on pubs? Are they not in pubs and drinking their lives out? Who is more at most construction companies in South Africa? South Africans or foreigners? Who builds bridges? South Africans or foreigners? Who works at most restaurants in South Africa? South Africans or foreigners? Guys, let us wake up and stop complaining and start something for ourselves. South Africans should stand up and start their own businesses and leave these local jobs to foreigners like other countries do. I've been to Dubai. Let me tell you something, guys. I've been to Dubai. I was so shocked. when I go to Dubai, all locals, no locals there. Actually, all jobs, local jobs, belongs to foreigners. No South Africans, but foreigners. Listen to me. In South Africa, we have most people that rely on jobs too much, more than relying on studying something for themselves. In Dubai, you have no locals drive taxis, no locals drive trucks, no locals works in the shops, no locals works in restaurants. All those jobs belongs to foreigners. Why can't we learn as South Africans to start something? Why can't we be business people? Why do we always want to rely on working? Why can't we do that? You know, South Africans, even if you can come here and start giving them advices on whatever you do, whatever, they will never take it. They will come, they in fact come to you and say and tell you that you are crazy. I told them the other time, I said, guys, in order for you to learn, you know, to have a good environment, to have a good life, learn from these foreigners. Stop being jealous of these foreigners. They ask me, what must we learn? Must we learn? Must we learn about drugs? You know, guys, it's something, you know, so surprising. You know, very surprising. Because really, you know, when I look at things, the way things are happening in South Africa, you know, it's so really, you know, shocking, yeah? Really shocking. I don't want to lie, very shocking, right? You know, most of us, you know, in South Africa are lazy, you know, that's how things are, you know, they are very lazy, you know, very lazy. And most South Africans, you know, they will say, no, you know, drugs are only done by the Nigerians, by these foreigners and stuff like that. But the fact of the matter is that not only foreigners are doing drugs, most South Africans are involved in drugs. Bonyaope and all those type of things and stuff like that. But look at these foreigners. They are focused, man. They want to wake up in the morning and do something. When you want to wake up and sit at home and complain and all those type of things. Listen, guys, South Africans, you are so lazy. You know, guys, let me tell you something. Many people rely on government. They want the government to give them everything. You want to buy a house on loans. You want to buy a house through the bank and so forth. You know, I know one of the lady who is a teacher, and that lady had a house for years, and she was paying for that house. What happened? Suddenly, she lost the job, and the house was taken. But if she started this, maybe something for herself to say, I'm going to start something, that house wouldn't have been taken. The house has been taken because of now, you know, she relied too much on the government. People don't understand that they need to start something for themselves in order for them to sustain themselves. You understand? We want to leave these local jobs. As a South African, you need to pride yourself and say to yourself, you know what, I cannot be relying on the government. I cannot be relying on this job and so forth. I need to start something for myself. Why can't you start something for yourself? Why South Africans can't learn to start something and at least let us start small businesses, guys. Let us take over. Let us take over the streets. Let us fight, whatever the case. Let us fight and start off businesses, small businesses and so forth. Why can't we do that? Instead we are jealous. We look at these people who are hustling on the street. We are complaining about them and so forth. I understand the police will always come and harass you. Let me tell you something. I was harassed as well. I'll give you my story. Just share my story a bit, just for you guys to understand. You know, when I left Johannesburg, all right? You know, my hometown is Pretoria. When I left Johannesburg, you know, because I was working in Johannesburg. I left Johannesburg and I came to Cape Town to look for greener pastures. And sometimes, guys, growing in one place, staying in one place, that's one thing that is killing us. It's killing most South Africans. South Africans want to grow, want to be born in Cape Town. South Africans want to go to school in Cape Town. South Africans want to, start working in Cape Town. South Africans want to get a girlfriend in Cape Town. South Africans want to build their own houses in Cape Town. South Africans want to, they wanna, roam around Cape Town. They cannot travel to other provinces. They cannot. Some of them don't even know where Johannesburg is. Some of them don't even know where Pretoria is. Some of them don't even know where Mpumalanga is. Don't even know where Durban is, and so forth. That is the main problem. Your mindset is actually sitting in one place, and you think you are going to be successful. When you see other people who are successful, you become jealous. Guys, learn to move, learn to travel, learn. Even if you don't have to travel to Europe, but start from home. Start from home, man. Start traveling from home. Go out, go see places. Because let me tell you something. The more you travel, is the more you meet up opportunities. You meet up with new people that are going to come up to you to give you ideas. You end up seeing other people how they live their lives. Maybe you end up meeting up with more business opportunities out there. But if you sit in one place, forget, you will never be successful in life. You won't. Because everything you see around you is just one thing that is actually convinced you that it's a good thing to do. Everything you do on a daily basis, you think is a good thing to do, not knowing that whatever you're doing might be wrong, or the way you are handling your life might be wrong. But if you go out there and see other people and see other places and meet other new people, you are going to see that, this is a life that I can start. Now, let me tell you something. This is what happened. I moved from Johannesburg. I came to Cape Town. When I got here in Cape Town, I worked for about a couple of months. I didn't work for long. And afterwards, as I was working, I met up with one guy who actually, I didn't meet up with this guy. I actually decided on my own that I had my own car. I had my own Opel Kadett. My Opel Kadett without no permits. Some of you don't even know that you can even, with your car, you can go to the airport, you can go to the CBD or whatever, and you can hire a passenger liability that allows you to transport your clients. You don't even understand that you can do that. Yes, it's possible. You can hire passenger liability and you get it to put it in your car, and you can start transporting clients. Understand? You open a small business, you open a small company, you can give yourself any name or whatsoever. Run the small company. You can employ, you can hire a permit. They can actually give you a permit. You pay about 1.5 a permit each and every month, or 1.2 each and every month. That permit, that 1.2 will give you plus minus 30,000 rand, plus minus 40,000 rand, plus minus 50,000 rand. Because some of you, you don't want to learn. So I decided, let me just do this. Let me go out. I'll start hustling. I went to Cape Town. I used to stay 45 kilometers away from Cape Town. So what I used to do, I'll wake up every day. Actually, when I wake up in the morning, I'll make sure I'm actually, at home, and at 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock every day in the evening, I start my car. I go to a long street. I go to Cape Town. I sit there. I pretend. You just buy a meter taxi. Meter taxi. A sign. Meter taxi sign. A sign that says taxi. That's the sign. You put it on top of your car. You sit on the road and you stand. Some people will come knocking. I need a taxi, or they will stop you on the road while you're going. I need a taxi, and people get into the taxi. And what you do, you get a meter, you can hire a meter taxi, whatsoever. Understand? And what I used to do on that meter taxi, I used to have some people that, knew how to, to trigger around, that meter taxi. Sometimes the rate will be about 7 rand per kilometers, but now what I will do, I will say, I will make it something like 15 rand per kilometers. I'll get someone that you can alter. You alter the meter. I'm telling you, so that you understand that even the meter taxi that you are getting on the road on a daily basis, some of those meter taxis are altered. You don't know. Some of those meter taxis are altered. That's why you see most of you guys, when you get into a car, you are on Bolt or whatsoever. Anyway, Bolt and Uber and so forth, those meters, those systems are being controlled by those people. But I'm talking about the real meter taxis. Those meter taxis are being altered. That's why most of you will think that these taxis that you are getting and so forth, they are so expensive. It's because of those guys are altering. So I did the same. I used to alter. There's some people that knows how to do that. You increase your kilometers rates. You understand? So I'll be driving around in town, and people will be stopping me. Taxi, I'll stop. And then once they get in, you remember, there is a flag fee. Flag fee. Flag fee is when you are flagging the car. You like understand? When you're saying, hi, taxi, that's flag fee. You pay something like, I think it's about 350, a flag fee, right? That is included on your meter. Immediately when the person comes into the car, already you have 350 that is already been implemented. That's called flag fee. So a client goes into the car, and I ask the client, where you going? Client tells me, I'm going to this place, and so forth and so forth and so forth. Then what you do, start the meter, you go, right? You go drive something like maybe 20 meters or so 20 kilometers or 30 kilometers and something. You score something like 600 rand, 700 rand, something like that's how I used to make money. You understand? I'll wake up every day 10 o'clock. I'll leave my house, the flat that I was renting. I'll go to town. Around 4 o'clock, when I know the bars, the nightclubs are closing, because people are now preparing to go to work. In the morning, some of them have to go to work, to home, to prepare themselves to go to work and so forth. This is the time when the nightclubs are closing. So that time when I will knock off and go home. When I look at my pocket, at least I've got 1.3 a day. With your hired permit, the one you are paying 1.2 each and every day. Understand? Your hired permit. So that's what I used to do. I will score big time each and every month. I will be making something like 60,000 rand, 40,000 rand. Listen to me, tax free. Yeah? It's your own money. Are you getting my point? It's up to you. You can decide to register for your own tax and pay your own tax whatsoever, your personal tax. You understand? That's what I used to do. But if I can do this, why would you fail to do this? Why would you be the one failing? You are relying on the government to come and support you. Government will never support you. That's why most of you guys are suffering. That's why most of you guys are poor, because of you are not able to think for yourself. You want the government to give you everything. Guys, the government will never give you everything. I will try to create a story, to create a video. I'll create a video, just for you guys to tell you how I was harassed at the airport. How I ended up, being the one employing these policemen. I was the one that ended up employing some of them. You don't understand? I used to pay them while they are working. Are you getting my point? So I will make a video just for you guys to share with you guys on how that happened. You understand? So guys, wake up. Let us all wake up. It's very important. Let us all wake up. We can all make money. Alright guys? So let's forget South Africans. Let's leave this thing of looking for a job. Can we encourage each other? All of us. Can we start small businesses? Can we take over? Can we take over the economy and do something for ourselves? Can we do that, guys? Stop complaining. Stop complaining to these foreigners and all those type of things. Can we do that, guys? Alright guys, I will share again with you on my next video. As time goes on, we'll take it from there, and I will keep on talking about these things so we can all get to understand how things work. Alright, thank you so much guys for watching.